Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we'll be talking about my man Jalen Green, who is playing in the G League. So before we start today's video, I want to hear down below in the comments, what do you think of Jalen Green? Is he as good as people say he is, or do you not like him? So let's go and talk about it. So for his first 3 years of high school, Green played basketball for San Joaquin Memorial High School in Fresno, California. As a freshman, he was a full-time starter and averaged 18.1 points, 9 rebounds per game, and he earned MaxPreps Freshman All-American second team and CIF Central Section Rookie of the Year honors. In his sophomore season, Green averaged 27.9 points and 7.7 rebounds per game, leading San Joaquin to a Central Section Divisional II title and a CIF Open Divisional playoffs. He was named MaxPreps National Sophomore of the Year and made the U.S. Today All-USA California second team. As a junior, Green averaged 30.1 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 3.6 per game for San Joaquin Memorial. He won his second consecutive Central Division II championship. In the title game, Green surpassed the school career scoring record of 2,288 held by Roscoe Pondexter since 1971. Green was named U.S. Today All-USA California Player of the Year and appeared on the All-USA second team and MaxPreps All-American second team. For his senior year, he transferred to prolific prep in Napa, California. Green averaged 3.1.5. That was weird how I said that. 31.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Leading the team to a 31-3 record, he was named Sports Illustrated All-American Player of the Year and to the MaxPreps All-American first team. And Green was selected to play in the McDonald's All-American game and the Jordan Brand Classic and the Nike Hoop Summit, but all 3 games were canceled because of the pandemic. Though 14 games, the G League's Ignite top performer is Jalen Green. So who is producing with such athleticism, creation skills, and shot making that suggests he could be a really good scorer in the NBA. His shooting has been the most eye-popping development, with Green shooting 35% from 3-on-6 attempts a game. He naturally picks up a few easy baskets just by tapping in his explosive first step and bouncing around to the rim. But at his age, Green's ability to separate into balanced dribble jumpers and make them at a solid, consistent rate is what is fueling his elite scoring potential that NBA teams are so sought after. He isn't the biggest shooting guard, around 6'6", with a lean frame of 175 pounds soaking wet, and doesn't possess the great length to compensate it, which he only has a 6'8" wingspan, which isn't bad. Like, it's longer than he is, but it's the same height. And he's still prone to lazy decision making and defensive lapses and lacking defensive intensity sometimes. And he does gamble for steals, and he doesn't always go over screens. Jalen also likes to play an ISO heavy style that isn't always efficient. And he's like playing in the G League, so it should be calmed down. They obviously should not. I gotta take a drink of coffee, guys. Give me a second. Don't smoke weed before you record because your mouth gets dry. He isn't the most efficient guy when we saw in high school, but right now he's being coached by NBA players, so it seems like they're honing his ISO heavy style, and he does rely on pull-up jumpers, and we're seeing that, which can be streaky, but he's hitting them right now in the G League. Probably won't hit those in the NBA. But these flaws aren't alarming enough to offset the transition offense and slashing that NBA teams can bank on and advance 1-1 game that looks as dangerous as any prospect in this draft. So with that being said, who do I compare Jalen Green to? For me, I've never been a fan of comparing players, and is that rude? I just think it's players are their own players. They could have, I think the best way, if you compare their body types, their physical profile, who they're similar to, yeah, because right now I'm looking at comparison for Jalen Green, they're going a better version of OJ Mayo, which I actually could see that, but that's a lot of people built like Ray Allen. Okay, that's actually is how Ray Allen was built. A game like Clyde Drexler, fierce like Kobe. I don't like that. Like, NBA draft room, go kill yourself off of that. Like, if we're looking, they always, this one, NBA Draft.net, they have him to Eddie Jones, which Eddie Jones, they do have a similar frame, but it's not a similar style. He plays an ISO style similar to James Harden, but he is built sort of like Eddie Jones and Ray Allen. I didn't watch enough OJ Mayo, so I don't know much about OJ Mayo. If you guys want to say, does he look like OJ Mayo? I say he plays a very ISO-heavy game like what we saw James Harden do for the Rockets. And he's a guy who's built like Ray Allen, Eddie Jones. That was me taking a sip of coffee right there. But that's it today, guys. That's the first one. I'll be posting double uploading every single day. One video just by regular NBA stuff and one NBA draft. If you like this NBA draft content and you like the NBA, like and subscribe for more NBA content on the daily basis.